Okay, following up the annoyingness of trying to fix this link, I finally have replacement parts, and I was able to get out that broken peg. So this is the broken peg in question right here. So yeah, so it's kind of annoying. Like I said, Figma knows that these breaks and these break pretty commonly. So I wish it was easier to get these replacement parts, but it turned out to be pretty dang irritating. So starting off with the neck peg. So what I did was I had this little tack and I just kind of like stabbed it and then poked it up slowly like this and use the leverage from right here to get it out without damaging the front of his neck at all or even the back of his neck. So that way the figure wouldn't get damaged at all. So luckily I was able to do that. The next annoying part was the head. Where the heck did I leave it? Oh, the head. So this is the part. This is two parts. This is the ball joint that goes into his head, and here is the swivel joint that broke that leads to the neck. This was a bit more annoying to get out than I thought it was going to be. So his head right there, that open hole now. This is a more softer kind of gummy thing. So what I did was, once I popped out this open peg, I was able to get better leverage after I took off this part. This was kind of hard to get off. I try to kind of like wiggle my nails in the middle of it to try to get it and pop it off. But that was a bit more harder than I thought it was going to be. But finally, I was able to get it with minimal damage to this round. You could see I kind of like chewed it up right there. It's a little bitten looking. But not to worry because nobody will see that. And so then getting this part off was really annoying. I ended up using a fork and it fits ever so barely just so that way I can get the leverage to pop it off. But then what I use to kind of anchor it is this headpiece. So the headpiece has that white piece of plastic right there, which is a harder plastic. So I was angling it and leveraging it. I threaded it through and then angled it right there and then just slowly pulled up. I know this isn't the best way to do it. You should probably use like some heat from like a hair dryer, or like if I even put this in a hot water bath for a minute. But funny story is my sink, the drain clogged up, so there's water leaking. So I gotta go fix that. So I couldn't do that at the moment because I can't pour water into the drain because the trap on the bottom it broke somewhere and water's leaking on the floor. So I skipped on that part. Anyways, got somebody else coming to fix that later. So I was able to do that, and again I kind of chewed it a little bit. You could see the attempts right there with the plastic. So now, actually getting to replacement parts. Like I said before, and I'll iterate it a million times, it is really annoying to buy replacement parts from Good Smile official replacement parts. There are other places that sell replacement parts, but they're other brands. So then you have to go through like kind of a testing to see what does fit, what doesn't fit. And so here we go. This is other joints, like set number 1, and these are the other joints, set number 2. So first of all, you got to make sure you got the right joint set, and I got both of them and 2 sets of them because I have a good amount of figures now, and so I just want to keep these on hand in case I ever need them. But from the looks of it, it's going to be from this set, one of these guys, C or D, one of those two. So what I could do is, you can see them right there, right here. This is the guy we're looking at, and I can hopefully put it right next to it and see that they are the same, and then compare that joint just to make sure they are exactly the same. Again, they should be because it's from, Good Smile. These are the official replacement parts, you know, and instead of cannibalizing another figure, we will use the replacement parts and fix what's broken. And they do come in different colors, but these are really hard and annoying to get your hands off of. And there you can see that is a apparent perfect match and definitely the piece that we need. So there's that set. And then this one is just more joints. This is more like arm and leg joints, but again, different varying sizes. And it's just so hard to get these. It's so annoying. I was so happy when Figma released them with 3 different color sets, but then now these are so hard to find. So I had to end up ordering these from Japan. I'm not sure if they're still in stock or not. So don't quote me on if they're in stock, but people be selling these on eBay for like 40-50 bucks. Luckily, I was able to get each pack. I think was about $5 from Japan. So yeah, that's a huge difference. But then I have friends that collect Figmas too, so if they ever need a joint, I can just put it in a little Ziplocky to not lose it and just toss in a spare joint. So yeah, I think I'm good. I'm hopefully, stocking ahead for the winter and hoping that I got enough joints to last. But unfortunately, I only got the same color. So if I have color mismatches, that could be irritating in the future. But with most of the figures I have, most of them, they're the same color. So anyways, let's continue on with trying to fix my extremely cheap link that I bought from an anime convention. So this is the joint that we need right there. And let's continue on with trying to fix this guy. So I haven't fixed the sword, the master sword yet. I still gotta do that part. But we're taking one step at a time here. And the other thing I didn't like too was this packaging is really lackluster. Like this is gonna be like a holy grail for somebody just to fix their Figmas. And having just such easily like plain stuff is a little bit upsetting. All right, now right off the bat, I can't even move the joint. Oh, it just went flying. I really can't even. This joint is really stiff. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm just trying to move it a little bit to kind of like break it in. But again, I'll just comparison, and you can see I think the color. The color is the same, I believe. It looks similar-ish. And then of course, let's double check it since we have it out. Are you joints the same? There you go. Yeah, the color appears to be... Oh, freaking good smell. Come on. Stop it. You stop it. There we go. Sorry, you guys. My camera is... I dropped this phone a lot, so it's really buggy. You can see, I feel like it's slightly off, but it's not that bad. Not that bad. So we're in a good situation. Oh my gosh, stop it. Freaking camera, come on. All right. So now, what we gotta do is we gotta get that socket, put this joint in it, and come on. I might have to. Ah, freak. This is gonna be a pain. This is most definitely gonna be a pain. Oh man, this is gonna be a pain. Sorry, you guys. I think if I push it from the back. Dang, how the freak do they do it over there? Like, it's fighting me. They have to have, like, some press or something that does this for them. Because to hold such a small figure, and then to pop it into place... Oh, man, this is not going to work out. And then, of course, if I put it in a hot water bath, it'll soften up the plastic. So, let me try to make a hot water bath. Okie dokie, I am back, and with attempt number 2. So, I got a little Tupperware little plastic thingy. It's really shallow, really small. And I left the head in there for a minute. Well, half of the head. And the thing for a little bit to try to heat it up, as I don't have a hair dryer, believe it or don't. So I'm hoping with this really, it's not boiling hot. It's like if you leave your finger in here for too long, it'll kind of get super hot. But hoping that this will soften the plastic just enough. So I can... Oh, I think it's working. Yes! Yes! Okay, that made it a million times easier. Yeah. Yeah, when Good Smile says to use warm water to soften it, they are not joking. Like that was so much easier to just pop it into place. I'm sorry I didn't get that on camera, but it's really hard to pop this in without making it fly, and I don't want it to fly through the room because the room's a mess right now. So I'm gonna feel like it's gonna take me forever to find it if I did lose it. Um, but oh yeah, that definitely worked. It's not as stiff anymore, which is good. Now let me try to bend this. I'm just trying to bend the neck joint a little bit more just to soften it up. But yeah, look at that. That's a much better swivel. And this joint is so freaking stiff. Probably why it broke in the first place. But oh yeah, when Good Smile shows you in the little thing to do that, like that freaking worked like a charm. I was trying so hard before. Now I'm just trying to dry it off with my shirt real quick. Try to get any of that water left over. Sorry about all the noise, you guys. Okie dokie. So here we go. Here we go. Moment of truth. Will it fit? To put it back. There we go. There we go. Okay, now let's put in his. And even look, even has a joint for that, but it's just a different color, right? But you know, if I accidentally somehow break that, you know what I could do? I could use one of these right there. Problem solved. Anyway, so let's go with that. Let's put it back. Put his cap back on. Come on, cap. I'm having a hard time with this freaking cap. Which is interesting, because this cap is way longer than the Skyward Sword one. Because I'm more familiar with the Skyward Sword because I've had that one the longest. I think that was like one of the first Figmas I bought. When I bought. It's one of like the first Figmas I bought. I remember back in like high school, I pre-ordered it back when Figmas were like 40 bucks or so from Japan. Like it really didn't matter which one you bought. They were all like about the same price at like $40. Okay. And I'm almost done putting them back together. And there we go. 100% fixed. And if I didn't tell you it was broken, or if I bought him broken, no one's gonna ever know. But I am really happy that I was able to finally fix this freaking Figma and buy those really dumb replacement parts that are absurdly expensive and so hard to get here, so irritating. But to fix my Link, most of him, the Master Sword is still broken, I haven't fixed that yet. But this was such a good deal, like to buy that. If I didn't have the stupid headache of not buying these stupid things and having to order them from Japan, but I could see like it would be even more annoying like if you were just walking through a convention, like your first time in the convention, and you see it for so cheap, and then you know you're like, oh, I could fix that, you know, and one thing leads to like five other things, but it always seems that way somehow. But I'm really happy that I was able to get this for so cheap, so cheap. Like I'm so happy that I got this, and now I have the Zelda to go with it, and Link to go with it, and my Twilight and my Skyward Sword, my Skyward Sword Link. I'm really happy. At the end of the day, all that frustration away just to finish and fix this figure. But I am happy because it was just so cheap. All the goodies you get with him, and this is by far one of my favorite Zelda games by far. Um, so I'm happy how this turned out, and if you guys enjoyed me struggling and trying to figure some way to fix this stupid thing, and one problem leads to another problem, leads to another problem. Um, Interesting story moment, I guess. But that is the replacement parts, going over that, and that's what this video is mostly about, and finally fixing my figure. So that's all I got for this one, so thanks for watching.